Yo, it's Guido coming at you with a Tactics Talk. Welcome back. Thanks for tuning in and strap in because we have an EBR 75 FL10 game from Dark B 2B from Clan FG Splatoon with the Ominator and another FL10. And we are raging into the middle on, is this El Haluf? What is this place? El Haluf. And we've made the speed run. Now, one thing I want to say here, Dark B, I don't know, do you use the auto aim? It's hard to tell. Maybe you've got the little feature where it doesn't tell you, it doesn't have the crosshairs or whatever it is that they've done. In any event, we rage down into the middle and we take a couple hits, but we avoid damage because we're magic. We have magic wheels. So our Captain America shield wheels have done their job. And we lost our buddy. So the Ominator is out. He's going back to the garage to have a cold one. And we're going to watch Dark B. Well, just watch, because this one is a great example of the power of these tanks, which is not the power of a massive, awesome gun. It's not the power of armor minus the Captain America shield wheels. The power is that it can get around. It can get around the battlefield. It can react. Did you see that guy fall off? I think I was messing with the camera. The Link 6x6 fell out of the hole. But it can get around. It can get places it needs to be. He's going to find the other FL10 right there. He's got that quick little autoloader and 2 shots, and that guy is gone. And this game is a tight one, actually. It swings both ways a bit. But we're going to watch Dark B just kind of be everywhere. He's going to be a busy, busy little bee. That is for sure. Knocking some trees down, because why not? He doesn't have any camo on his hat, though. That's cheap, Dark B. Come on, man. Comes up and over top, gets spotted by something, and then heads back downhill. That bush is decent, but to the right, it's quite exposed, so you're not going to get into the bush very easily without being seen. We'll come around the corner here. We're still on 100% hit points, and I thought you were going to come up behind those guys. I think it's a little early for that because there's a lot of guns. So now he's just sort of probing, as it were, looking around for places that he can get shots. He comes up and over the top. There's quite a few campers. Oh, there's the guy that keeps spotting you. There's a bloody T92 down the bottom. I've just auto-aimed that guy and gone at him, but we're being a little bit more careful. Come in here, take a shot. That misses. We cut right. Bounce off a rock. T92 still raging around. He takes a hit. Down he goes from the bat shot 12T. 34-3 sees you, and he snaps one off while moving, basically, and nails you right in the side. That hurt. High rolls it at 446. And I thought this was it. This looked like the end. I think anybody else would have bet against you right here. But not Dark B, who's going to go ahead and come around the corner. Takes another hit for the LMTV and resists the temptation to stop and shoot the LMTV because of all the other guns, and comes off. And now we're at 33 hit points, folks, and 5-4. About 2.5 minutes gone. 3.5 minutes gone, math in public. And we are going to fight the rest of this fight with 33 hit points. That's foreshadowing. So he's going to come around here, and just look at how much the map he's used. He's been everywhere. Sneaks a shot at the defender. Defender misses. Well, yikes, that was scary. Went right by his nugget. And I thought, well, surely he's going to run away, but not Dark B. Dark B decides to irritate the defender while there are a bunch of other guys around. That wasn't good enough. I'm going to come up. Nope. Okay, fine. Comes down here. It might have gone to heat, but maybe APCR is better in the side. At least you're not dealing with tracks. The defender turtles up and comes down to a 2-shot. He finds him. Defender is tracked, can't back up, and takes down the defender. So there's one of the first good kills. Unfortunately for the red team, their defender camped the base. So good job, defender. That always helps. We see the Skoda. We get a shot on him, but nope, someone else kills him. There's another guy down. Notice how often he hits C and resets. This has a fairly fast reload for the clip. So managing those 2 shots is very important for doing well with the EBR FL10. The UDES 14.5 is at 100, near 100% hit points. He's got an OHO up here. He's got a TS5. The good news, the T34-3 is not on this ramp. That's very good. Now, one thing I would say here is I would not be coming over here so high. I think I'd have been down here lower where I wouldn't have as much trouble with my depression, and I wouldn't have to come so far up and over. And that's just unfortunate. You missed one of those shots. Would have been nice to have taken down the Centurion 5-1 right there. The 34-3 dies. And I would have stayed up here and helped this guy, but you bail out. Maybe thinking you might get shot from behind. That's not a bad idea, but there's a P Victoria and a T-44. And that T-44, I don't know if you guys noticed it, but he's been sitting in that same bush the entire game. There's the Centurion that was unaccounted for. He was lit down there, and it's really good that he didn't decide to come up behind you. I have no idea why he did. He was really intent on going back to cap, and he ends up dying. So we're at 1,500 damage, 827. All of a sudden, we flex all the way back up here. Now, this is the kind of speed that other tanks just don't have. Even some lights really can't do this very easily because they'll end up having to spin around. Another miss. Looks like RNG working us. And again, I would have stayed up here and helped get rid of these guys. It looks like you're trying to go down and help your guys pushing cap, but I would have made sure we cleaned up those dudes up in the northwest, and then we could flex back here. You're going to come off of that ramp back up here. Looks like the P Victoria is in big trouble because he's getting gang tackled by 2 at least. And the T-44 who has decided that this particular rock and bush is the place to be. Not a particularly good player. He's going to end up getting kind of abused later on. But yeah, I think he actually moves out here pretty soon. They take a shot on the P Victoria. Scorpion hits him. The Pantera's jumping all over him. Between the autoloader and the big hit from the Scorpion G, he's just not able to handle it. And all of a sudden, you're kind of in danger right here. Your 2 guys won. The AMX AC-48 actually rolls back to the cap. Now you're split up. Here comes the T-44. He finally comes out of the bush, spots you. That's the best thing about bad players. I mean, sometimes they just randomly are able to do the right thing. I think he knew that they lost up there, and all of a sudden he's rushing over to try to take on the 14-5, I think. Took a chunk out of him. And we'll go around that guy, and off we go. One thing about the damage models anymore, I don't think you can collide with another tank and kill yourself anymore. And that was always a danger with these tanks at this low of a hit point. At this low of a hit point, at this low of a hit point count, whatever I'm trying to say, you had to watch out ramming into your buddies. Now you can still jump off terrain and break yourself, but running into other tanks I think is fine. So the UDES is not very interested in being aggressive. Probably not a bad idea. There's a Scorpion, a T-44, and a Pantera, and all of a sudden there's the Scorpion G. And again, the flexibility of these wheeled tanks, right? He sees that guy is all the way over there, and look, he just rages down there. Hits the accelerator. He's got the glowy going on. He's in fast mode, speed mode, whatever they call it. Comes up and over. Kind of lucky the Pantera didn't see him doing that. He's going to come in here and try to get a shot on the Scorpion G. Watch how fast the Scorpion G reacts in here. He's rocking back and there he is. So he sees him, gets his spot. Here he comes, turns the boom. Whoa. Jeez. That was close. Forces the reload. That's one of those things. You see how he kind of fell off that and then spun around? That's one of the things you got to watch out for in the physics engine when driving these. It's not as bad. I think they've actually adjusted it a little bit recently. And again, folks, we've been running on 33 hit points this whole way. He's going to auto-aim this dude, take a shot on the in. Pantera takes 1 shot at his buddy, takes a shot at him. Holy cow, thank you, Rock. And then he comes up to here, covers up. All of a sudden, we've got the T-44, and I thought, well, here he is, he's dead. T-44 has really no clue what's happening. He's been camping, he takes a hit, doesn't know where that came from. He's staring over there, taking shots, I believe, at the AC-48. The 14-5 is up underneath him, so 14-5 is probably lit. So the 44 is paying attention to the 14-5 and the AC. The Pantera's down the ramp, so he's a little bit too far down to get up there quickly. We come around, looks like we don't have a line of sight, so there's no spotting. And right here you had this guy, he was not looking. Boom, right there. So if he'd have just stopped and aimed nicely, we'd have killed that guy. I don't know if you thought maybe he'd turned around. We're going to take a quick shot, miss, and try to come around. He actually finally notices you, and he dies for his efforts. Dies for his efforts. And we're not done. We're ready. Big finish, folks. The AC-48 dies to the Pantera. Now the Pantera's making a runner. I thought we were stuck on the rock for a second. And oh boy. Not many tanks can do that. Landed on the wheels. Back up and over. Looking for the Pantera. The Udes caps, because why not? Never mind that the Pantera is down in a pit and I have a scout. I am just going to cap. Very interesting. I think the Pantera could take a hit and maybe gun down the Udes based on the hit points, but we're not going to find out because we come over here and we shoot him once. Pantera takes a shot and misses, so he's down a shell. We force a reload. Now we just need to survive long enough to get reloaded. Holy cow, here he comes. Pantera is very, very angry. Whoa, he misses again. We're loaded. Down he goes. 6 kills. Wow, man, I'm tired. 6 kills, 2,130 damage, 1,378. The majority of that game played on 33 hit points. And, you know, this is why eventually I'm going to have a wheeled tank screed. But it's fun to watch, and it's fun to play. But holy cow, did he abuse a lot of people in that game, man. Thanks for sending that in. That was a lot of fun to watch. You know, it's not a 5,000 damage game or a 7,000 damage game, but it's certainly a good game at 2,130. What, 3,400 combined? 3,500 and 6 kills? Holy cow, man. Nicely done. Thanks for tuning in, everybody else, and we will see ya.